Hi there, traders. This is Art Dill from FuturesTradingCompany.net and a recap of our trading for April 11th, 2012. And I am a little bit behind on recaps. I will get the first 2 days of the week up here no later than tomorrow afternoon. I'll get another one up later today. We had a very good day today, and I'm going to have to go pretty quick here. Took two trades on the Globex overnight. The first one was a long, right after 3 a.m. Pacific Eastern Time, 12 a.m. here on the West Coast. Uh, it was a breakout trade long. The market started to move up almost immediately after the open of Europe. So I took that long on the breakout 12/7/29. Uh, and I got two targets, 12/7/39 and 12/7/44. That was 10 points and 15 points. And then I was stopped out on the last one at 12/7/37. So I got 10, 15, and 7, total of 32 points. And the next trade was a trigger short right here, 12/7/36. Took that, taking these all with three contracts, guys. I got 10 points, 15 points, and when I got the 15-point target, which was 12/7/21, right here, that was just about 9 minutes before 1 o'clock here on the West Coast, 9 before 4. Uh, I put in a 15-point trailing stop, and I went to bed. I got up in the morning, and I was stopped out at 12/7/09 on that trade. So I had a total of 52 points on the second trade overnight. So total Globex was 84 points today. I am going to add as a potential service to traders the linking accounts with traders, uh, and probably going to charge $500 a month for that service. But it would be primarily so you could get the benefit of the overnight trades, which I will tell you are really spectacular. And you can see, in fact, had I stayed up, there was another one right here. Uh, what I'm finding, and going back and looking at history and what's happened overnight, is that when the European market opens, typically the market starts trending, and it trends in kind of one direction. It's not nearly as choppy as the day session. And here we go. When I got short, look how nicely this just trended right down. So anyway, if you'd like to explore that as an option, send me an email. Get into our room, guys, and watch this happen in real time. These are the triggers I used for the majority of the entries of the trade. Let's get to the first trades here in the day session. I'm going to go over all of the YM trades first, and then I'll put the NASDAQ chart up and show you the three trades we took on the NASDAQ today. This was the third YM trade after the open. I got long uh, at 12/7/51. I was looking for 10-point targets today. I got 12/7/61, and then we backed off and it stopped me out at break even on that second contract. So plus 10 on the third YM trade. The fourth YM trade was at 7:15 a.m. Pacific, and it was a breakout trade. Even though I had a trigger here, I did not take this trigger entry. It was a valid long trigger. I did not take it. I was waiting for the breakout above this pivot, so I got long at 12/7/63. My target again was 12/7/73. So I was in right in here somewhere, 12,773. Uh, Ended up taking the other contract also off at 12,773. So I got a total of 20 points on this fourth YM trade of the day. Two Globex trades and then the first 2 day trades. The fifth trade I took was another long. It was a trigger entry. I only took this, guys, with one contract long, and I was using a 10 point trailing stop on this. Just didn't like the how the market was moving pretty much continuously down for a good hour. So I was very careful on this long entry, and I only took it with one and got stopped out at 12,745 minus 6 points. My sixth Dow trade of the day here was a short, and I was short at 12,741. Ended up getting 5 points, 736 here. And then I was stopped out at 741, break even on that last contract. I was only going for a 5 point, target here, and I did get a 5 point target, and I brought my stop to break even, and I was stopped out. So again, very low risk. I did take that with two, as I felt the shorts were was a better opportunity for two contracts. Our seventh trade I did take with two again. That was at just into the dead zone, and again this was a I'd had trigger here. It was a valid long trigger, but I took it as a breakout trade, a breakout of this pivot. We got long at 12,746, and I got two nice targets, 12,756 and 12,757. Right there. So nice trade. Plus 10, plus 11, plus 21 points on the seventh Dow trade of the day. The eighth Dow trade of the day was a long at 12,764. It was a trigger entry right here on this bar, 1 point above the trigger bar there. I took that with two contracts. Again, was looking for 10 points for a first target. So I got 12,774 right here, and stopped out on my second contract at 12,772. So I got 10 and 8, total of 18 points on the eighth Dow trade of the day. As you can tell, when I put the other 2 days up, I'm taking a lot more trades now, guys. Really trying to up the game and increase the overall profit of the room. This was the only loss we took today, and again, it was a trigger entry. Got long above that trigger bar at 12,767. As soon as the haul turned against me right here, I put my stop at 2 ticks below that bar, so I got out at 12,757 was my stop. So lost 20 points. I had that long two contract, So minus 20 points on that trade. I took one more trade. This is the last trade I took of the day, in fact. Again, this was a trigger trade. I had the trigger bar here. It broke at the 757. It broke at 758. I put an order in to try to get filled at 756, and I was filled at 756, one contract. And then I had another order to try to get one on at 751, and I was filled on that 751. And I took that contract off at 756, so I was plus 5 on that ad. And then the market was running up here. 764 was the high. I was actually looking for 15-point gain on that, so didn't even get close to that. 764 was the high. I was using a 10-point trailing stop, so I was stopped out at 12,754 on that other the initial contract. So a total of plus 3 points, and I decided at that point that I was definitely done for the day. So I took 3 NASDAQ trades today, and this was actually the first trade after the cash market opened, and it was a NASDAQ trade. It was a breakout of this little pivot right here at 27.12.25. I got long at 27.13. My stop was 27.09.50. I was long 2 contracts, and as you can see, the market rolled over and stopped us out. So minus 36 points on the first NASDAQ trade of the day. My second NASDAQ trade was after we put in kind of a double bottom here on this move down. The Hall moving average turned up, and I took an entry at 27.11. My stop was 27.08.50. Right down in here, and it was a nice trade. We got 27.13.50 was my first target, and then I was stopped out at break even 27.11 on the second contract. And this was the last NASDAQ trade I took today again. After a retracement, turn up in the Hall moving average. I took it long 27.08. I got 27.10.50, and then it rolled over and stopped us out at 27.08. So the last 2 NASDAQ trades I had plus 10 and plus 10. This is Darkdale for Futures Trading Company, Trading to Win. Get back to us, and we'll get you on our free 2-week trial.